Today, we are meeting up with Ranger Troy for an experience tour of some of California's favorite off-road destinations in ways you haven't seen before. Beautiful Alabama hills and its reward mine, Death Valley's vast desert, ghost town, camping cabins, and Mangle Pass, and show you Trona Pinnacles' awe-inspiring spires. While sifting through Google Maps in Lone Pine, California, I found a spot labeled simply as Reward. Google Maps beckoned me to unlock the secrets. I gathered my gear, packed my essentials, and set off on what I knew could be the greatest adventure of my life. Today, we are visiting this site, once a bustling hub for miners seeking fortune. The Reward Mine held the secrets that outlived its golden era. This area is labeled as Reward Mine, but it's actually the grouping of many individual mines, including the Eclipse, Betty Ann, and many more. Nestled against the eastern slopes of California's Sierra Nevada, eastern side of the Inyo Mountains, we drove north on Three Flags Highway 395, exiting Manzanar Reward Road, and crossed an abandoned airport strip. Continuing towards the Reward Mine, we were already rewarded with the picturesque views of the Sierra Nevada mountains. We made a left at Eclipse Canyon, and the trail starts to get bumpy enough to separate the men from the boys. Then we see it, the Reward Mine that made so many rich with gold and silver. Important history that funded the backbone of our great nation's independence. Finally reached the destination of the mine. It was a dark, yawning maw on the rock, long abandoned and protected as a historical mine site.
Oh, just cleared it. We had the antenna knocking off rocks.
We eventually took a deep breath, adjusted our headlamps and flashlights, and stepped into the unknown. The interior of the mine was a maze of tunnels and shafts. Echoing with the whispers of history, it became clear how pitch black this mine shaft was and how easy it is to lose your sense of time.
Hey, who are you? Why are your pants off?
Dude, how did we end up with extra people in our group?
Oh my god.
As I delved deeper into the mine, a haunting feeling grew over me as I started to wonder how many people were actually trapped and died in these mine shafts. Others must have been thinking the same, because all the haunting jokes started to come up. We emerged from the depths of the mine, with the reward of adventure and memories to share over the campfire. I find gold mines intensely thrilling, as they are a testament to the enduring spirit of those who dare to seek fortune in the wild frontier. But for now, I try to make a habit of picking up trash at each location, ensuring that the visiting and story of the Reward Mine and its miners would never be forgotten. A bridge between the past and the present. A reminder of how our great country started with adventure everywhere. We are now on our way to Alabama Hills to camp for the night. Heading down from the mine, we crossed an abandoned airport track. Anytime you have men, cars, and a track, we can be pretty predictable.
How did that shot turn out?
We entered from the north side, and the dusty dirt road was full of spectacular views of the snow-capped Sierra Mountains.
We just got permission to go camp at a super awesome spot. So we're gonna head into the hills.
The road is relatively accessible, making it a convenient destination for day trips and short excursions. The cold breeze coming off the mountain cooled the air very quickly as the sun went down. Part of the incredible landscape here is from precipitation and high winds. The Alabama hills offer stunning landscape views with unique rock formations, arches, and Hollywood views of the Sierra Nevada mountains. Literally, some might see dirt and rocks, but I find natural beauty incredibly satisfying. The Alabama hills, once incorrectly touted as the Earth's oldest hills, are now known to be the same age as the tall peaking Sierras behind it. Both being formed a few million years ago, identical in composition, their difference in appearance comes from different weathering processes. Up high, the freezing, expanding, and thawing of rainwater and melting snow has caused the more chiseled splintering of the granite. Down in the warmer valley, the Alabamas took shape when the climate was more moist. As the climate became drier, erosion slowly stripped away at the soil mantle, exposing and shaping the piles of boulders we see today.
All right, Troy, thanks for planning the route. Where are you bringing us today?
No problem. I'm out here in my 2019 Ford Ranger, two-wheel drive, trying to show the 4x4 guys how to climb the rocks over there. Keeps up with just about anything except a twin-turbo Bronco, as we saw earlier. Even with the head start, he still tracked me down, passed me about 100 miles an hour, but do what you can. He's got more cylinders and more turbos, so.
Well, like he says, you know, I got two turbos, he only has one. So, you know.
Oh, I thought he said you only had two doors.
I had two passengers and a lot more, you know, stuff inside mine also. He's got all the maps.
Water and wind continue the shaping process. The beige and blacks in the mottled coloring are all the result of being stained for millions of years by the oxidation of the iron minerals in the rock. Tonight will be diesel heater worthy, but this Zen Bivy sleep system has worked well for me in freezing conditions. This is a simple setup, a tent that lets me stretch my legs in a short bed as a 5'10" human. Cooler, small sleeping bag area, spare CV axle and tools. For those of you who cook in freezing weather, you guys already know, and because I was late for supper, my hot dog was warm on the bottom and the same temperature of a refrigerator on top. In cold conditions, you have to eat fast when it's ready. After a very long day, I'm so thankful that Rick from Overland Tribe took the time and energy to put this amazing meal together. The best chili cheese hot dogs and nachos I've ever had on the trails. The pressure's on for tomorrow because I'm in charge of supper and I have no idea how I'm gonna keep it warm if it's this cold tomorrow night. For those of you that know me, I don't prefer sitting around a campfire for long, but I'm getting better at it. Alabama Hills features exceptional Bortle Class 2 skies where on a clear night with no moon, a visitor with good dark adapted vision may see the Andromeda and Triangulum galaxies with the unaided eye. The central Milky Way appears highly structured.
So they went out looking for it one day, the day after.
I'm expecting the cool breeze coming in from the Sierra Nevada icy peaks to keep coming. And let me tell you, it's chilling. We're expecting temperatures probably in the mid 30s to high 30s tonight.
I don't mind saying I roll out of bed and I roll up. Ooh, stretch my back
cold, but we have a great day planned out for you guys. I want to show you guys exactly why Hollywood and overlanders alike love to be in this area.
What did the younger me become?
Thank you, Getty. Look at this.
Beautiful breakfast burrito.
Plan and I decide on oats and eggs.
The best time to visit, some say it's in the spring, some say the fall, when it's not too hot and you might see snow on the Sierras.
Before the things that come. Yeah. Beautiful morning, keeping me alive when the darkness comes. Ooh, that kind of.
After a quick 15-minute workout, it's time to explore this area a little more before we hit the roads in search of the best features of Death Valley.
I have barely begun moving as I am out through seas unknown. Don't break.
Hollywood has filmed over 400 movies here, some of my favorite westerns.
Ooh, I'm making my way out.
Keep backing up. Give me the rope. Hey, rope. I'm ready for the rope.
We all make mistakes, especially in windy environments. By cleaning up dispersed campsites, we can help maintain the integrity and sustainability of natural environments, ensuring that they remain open, safe, and beautiful for everyone to enjoy, including our future generations. We are prepped and ready to continue our journey into Death Valley. I'd imagine the name alone would put this on many people's bucket lists. We will take a peek at a ghost town, take a sandy road, turn off into some twisty canyons that'll spit us out into Death Valley, where we will try to make it through Mangle Pass to a very popular camping cabin, free to first come, first serve, bathroom included. Fortunately for us, there are plenty of gas stations for petrol and diesel motors in Lone Pine, but for propane, you will need to drive about 10 minutes south of Lone Pine to the Chevron. We are taking a glimpse into the past, visiting the old mining ghost town, Ballarat, in California's Panamint Valley. The deserted buildings, old mining equipment, and remnants of a bygone era preserved to help tell the tale of the struggles and profits of mining for gold, adventure seekers that created great America. Unfortunately, also one of the locations Charles Manson and his followers, known as the Manson family, frequented during the time they were committing these heinous murders and hiding out near Barker Ranch. If we have time, we're going to include Barker Ranch as one of our stops today. This is not the Badwater Basin, but it is rare to see a glass lake like this far into the desert, and it's not a mirage or an oasis.
Well, I saw the towers fall while I was watching my TV. I cursed the bastards that done it, joined up with the Marines. We killed more than a few, some of them got away. We're still there more than 10 years later. Is it worth it? I can't say. But all things considered, when the day is done, well, I'm not laying in section 60 down in Arlington. I haven't had a job or a home since I come back from the war. I was doing all right there for a while, must have had one too many tours. Now I got drug addiction and that PTSD. Saddam is dead, but we never did find those WMDs. But all things considered, when the day is done, I'm not laying in section 60 down in Arlington.
If you're in the area, Off-roading in the Panoramic Range is where adventurers can discover hidden canyons, old mining sites, and abandoned structures, also giving you the solitude and nature that you're looking for. Nothing beats the tranquility of the natural environment.
I lost the bottom half of both of my legs to an IED. Lots of us warriors with faces missing is at the price of liberty. I'm not ready to run no marathon.
If there was a gatekeeper to this trail, it would be this section.
Being a mother to both of my children, that's good enough for me. But all things considered, when the day is done, well, I'm not laying in section 60 down in Arlington. I haven't had a job or a home since I come back from the war. I was doing all right there for a while, must have had one too many tours. Now I got drug addiction and that PTSD. Saddam is dead, but we never did find those WMDs. But all things considered, when the day is done,
this is the point of no return for some of us. No trailers or two-wheel drive past this point. I'm not sure what I'm seeing here, but it's possibly the remains of a Death Valley Beach Club member. I didn't expect to find a Cairn memorial, but it's obviously a military memoir, recognizable by the coins, similar to what I see on my father's grave. We have reached Mangle Pass. The trail starts after this tipsy left turn, one way in and one way out. I must say, I have not seen the trail and I'm feeling quite nervous to travel down a trail that someone named Mangle Pass. And I'm caught off guard when my rear tire gets airborne. And now the trail is throwing me towards my driver's side. If anyone's gonna take any body damage, it's gonna be here. Cheers to new trails. For me, the first time down trails are always my favorite. So here's a first for Mangle Pass.
I'm a creature with no skeleton inside your hands. Got no home address, I come and go as you command. And it's fine with me, and it's fine. I'm a bandit that you use to keep from bleeding out. I'm the lover you don't love, but love to keep around. And it's fine with me, promise that it's fine. Maybe I'm a fool, it's not like I'm expecting.
The clearances here can be really tight, but we were fortunate because someone was out here and stacked these rocks, which made this trail very easy to pass through.
You're good. It was that like that close. Chris scraped some of it off for you.
We've located the geologist's cabin, a place where you can camp first come, first serve. Also has a little outhouse. I would love to show you the inside, but I didn't want to bother the nice tenants here.
Oh, is that right?
Guess we'll have to visit this again another day. The sun feels like it's going down fast, and we are past our timeline for the trip. We're making the executive decision to turn around here and try to find Charles Manson's Barker Ranch. Despite the harsh conditions, the park is home to a variety of unique plants and animals adapted to survive in the desert, and call this place home No drones are allowed in the park, but you can imagine how vast and captivating the landscape is. We are over 4,000 feet in elevation at this point, but it sure doesn't feel like it yet. The group got a head start before us, and now we're playing catch up, and it seems we've lost radio contact with them. We reach Mangle Pass and don't see anyone, and we still can't reach anyone by radio. So we're hoping for the best here, as we have to assume we're on our own. One of the difficulties of off-roading in the desert is all the rutted and washed out roads, particularly when traveling at night. Something about arid climates that makes sunsets simple. This area is relatively free of pollution, adding clarity and brilliance to breathtaking sunsets over the Panoramic Range, especially when the Amargosa mountain range is in the backdrop. Bingo, Barker Ranch. Barker Ranch started with the Thomason ranchers, trying their luck at mining, starting here because of the spring water and using a windmill to provide them electricity. It was then purchased by the Barkers in 1955, who enlarged the housing on the land. The infamous Manson family occupied the ranch after. As the story goes, the Manson family members burned an NPS tractor, which caught the attention of law enforcement officials. After Barker Ranch was raided and the Manson family members jailed for vandalism, it became apparent that they were involved with the horrific murders in Los Angeles. In 2009, Barker Ranch was destroyed in an accidental fire. Walking the grounds where Manson and his followers once stayed adds a bone-chilling historical context to our adventure for sure. History of a true crime story.
Hey, thanks for making it! Welcome! I don't know what to say. I think that's it.
Tonight we're making vegetarian Death Valley tacos. This is a new recipe we're trying. We need to cook fast and eat fast.
Having a little dinner with some special herbs grown at the local garden here in Death Valley.
Well, Gady brought a microwave.
Feels like we need a campfire, but that will have to wait until we reach my favorite camp spot for this trip. We're going to be doing a little bit of night wheeling here if we plan on even making it to our favorite camp spot on this trip. We pushed on as day became night wheeling through the darkest hours of the trip. As if I wasn't already tired, now I'm teaching myself to fly my drone through the narrow canyons at night. We're here at the Trona Pinnacles until we spot something. An overlander off in the distance approaching starts to wave us down. Luckily, nothing was to worry. He was just wishing us a good trip. I'm going to gamble and separate from the caravan to show you how enchanting this place looks at night. All the shadows create a new landscape full of imagination and wonder. Sometimes that wonder is a huge rut in the road, so we'll have to play with caution. The sound of rubber on gravel is one of my guilty pleasures. The sound of gravel tonight is up there with some of the best I've ever heard. The night was so still, you could hear a pin drop. At the end of the night run, I was exhausted. Time to regroup with our fellow adventure seekers. After being lost for a little bit, I spot the group in the distance, thanks to a light I see. At this point, I'm pretty sure we're the only ones out here, so I'll head in that direction and get some supper ready. Whoops, that was not them, sorry. Hunting vampires a little longer as we try to get unlost is always a good part of the adventure. I'd bet a good night's rest that's them there. They've located one of my favorite spots to camp out here, next to the largest spire, which I'll give you a tour of in the morning. As much as I prefer setting up camp during the day, setting up at night is much more common on my trips. Tonight seems to be no exception. The Trona Pinnacles in California's Mojave Desert, composed of over 500 tufa spires that can reach up to 140 feet. It's amazing that all these formations we're looking at were created underwater in what was once the ancient Searles Lake, over 10,000 to 100,000 years ago. The unique characteristics of this landscape is otherworldly. Popular filming location for movies, television shows, and commercials. Notable films: Planet of the Apes, Star Trek, Lost in Space. And I always love the challenge of making it to the top of the largest spire out here and sharing the view with those of you that appreciate it too.
You're only getting braver, you're only getting braver.
This area is managed by the BLM and is a popular destination for anyone that enjoys stargazing, hiking, or just getting some amazing drone shots.
So don't you falter.
And I was so happy to run into a few of you. And if you spot me out on the trails, feel free to say hello. I don't bite, and I usually have plenty of stickers for you and your family.
A little longer.
Instead of talking about why I love this place and the emotions it brings out of me, finding things like this just in the middle of the desert, I'm going to show you so that you can make up your mind for yourself.
Danger, danger. You're only getting braver, braver, braver. you're getting braver. You're getting braver. You're getting braver. You're getting. There's gonna be some danger. You're only getting braver. Steady on till you scare the fear away. You're only getting braver.
As we start wrapping up this adventure, our hearts are filled with a greater appreciation for the outdoors, the BLM, and just how beautiful this world is, no matter what corner of it you're on. This is where we take our last photos for the trip and say goodbye, but not for long.
All right, what was your favorite part of the trip?
The canyons.
Canyons, let's go. Did you guys like the rocks?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mangle Pass is a lot of fun. Coming up Mangle Pass.
Almost hit a donkey on the road.
See you guys next time.
Thank you for joining me on this wonderful adventure. If you made it this far, please consider hitting that subscribe button. My family and the Adventure Squad would completely appreciate it. See you out on the next adventure.